Greg. Mike. Two bandits. Watching Bluey.
Two bandits watching Bluey presents.
Two bandits, Bluey Brackets.
Part 2.
What up, party people? And welcome to a very special episode of Two Bandits.
Two bandits.
Watching Bluey.
We are watching Bluey.
I am your good friend, Greg Painter.
Yeah, you are. Honestly, you're my great friend. Now that we're at round 2, part 2, we're going from good to great. We'll see where it goes from there.
With me.
Yep.
The man who just broke his chair.
I broke my chair, man.
You did. It's...
Why are you calling on my chair? I'm like Martin.
Hey, bud, you gonna be okay? Are you gonna pull like a comedic timing stunt, just like fall through that sucker? Like 2 screws just fell out of your chair, and you're wobbling like a son of a gun.
Welcome to this new version of Two Bandits Watching Bluey. We are a slapstick comedy podcast.
It is Mike Chair Watch 2022.
Oh, we made it 2 months. Oh, too many twos. My head's spinning. It was just two. So
Well, that's good because it's
that's one too many twos.
part 2
of
our bracket tonight, friend.
I'm out today, this morning at 6:09 a.m. It is part 2.
It is true. We got a lot to go over today, my dude.
It's true, part 2.
Including part 2.
Stop it.
Including
Yes.
if you had downloaded this and you looked at your phone when you did it,
Ooh.
you might have noticed a shiny, fancy new logo that we got.
You may have noticed that. Also, see, I'm moving away from...
Thank you to Pablo Marambia, a.k.a. Rejman, a.k.a. at Mr. R-Man1 on Twitter.
AKA super cool guy for doing that for us. Thanks, man.
Amazing logo. Thank you so much.
It's super cool.
Really appreciate you doing that for us. If you like the logo yourself, feel free to hop onto our TeePublic. It's going to be up there for you. Get it on a shirt. Get it on a magnet, get it on a coffee cup, whatever you want.
Oh, I wanted like 6 more things. Get it on a tote bag, get it on a shoelace, get it...
I don't think a shoelace is going to work.
I don't want my face on shoes. Well, I would want... Yeah, on a pair of shoes...
Not our actual faces, our dog faces.
Yes, both. I'm the left leg, you're the right leg. That would be cool. Oh, but also thank you so much. It's a legit logo. Also, shout out to Indie Bluey with the original logo, and
exactly. We love both logos. We're just keeping it fresh.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so clean.
Much like the earth we were ever changing.
We are, but we're not here today to talk about logos. We're not here today.
Well, we are, but
to talk about an episode of Bluey.
No,
we're here to talk about 13 episodes of Bluey because it is time, my friend. It is bracket time.
Like that.
So before we start talking about these episodes, at part 1, we had the fans give their takes on what their favorite episodes.
Yes.
And we're a little bit of a different route this time.
Ooh, we went down a different avenue.
We had some of the creators of Bluey.
A different lane.
Some of the folks who work on Bluey.
A different street.
Give us their feedback. So let's cut to that right now.
Ooh.
My favorite episodes to have art directed in Bluey, because I can't pick just one, is probably Miranda Santa, Adventure, and Backpackers. I liked Backpackers because of scenes like the ending, which takes place on a balcony during sunset, and the parents are looking at a view of an idealized Brisbane skyline, which was a lot of fun to design, and the sunset colors almost reflect an Indian sort of sunset. Adventure was fun because a lot of the costumes that the girls wore is inspired by fantasy, but is all made out of stuff they would find around nature and even arts and craft around their classroom. And Veranda Santa was a lot of fun for me because I personally enjoy painting scenes with a lot of glow and light, especially in a cozy, magical way in the context of Christmas. So that room that they all stay in that's candlelit, to even the outside backyard, especially that one intimate scene with Bluey and Socks. They're just lit in this small force field of light created by the deers. And it creates just a really magical, touching, quiet moment amidst all the crazy Christmas cheer.
Well, hello, Double Big Blue guys. It's Joff Bush here. I'm the lead composer of Bluey, and I started working on the show, maybe even more than 4 years ago now. and it's been an amazing adventure. It's become, one of the biggest shows I've ever worked on, and there's a lot of episodes in season 1 that are really close to my heart. And because it's that honeymoon period when you start working on a show and you're falling in love with it and you're working out what the sound of the show is and where you can take it musically and all those exciting things. So some of the really early episodes I worked on included episodes like Bike, where we could explore what classical music could do to the show and where we could take that and what we can do to quote unquote bluify it. And Pool was another one which I really loved doing. It was one of the first ones where we had a sort of montagey featured music scene, and it was really fun to just get really nerdy with it and create this underwater synth magical soundscape where totally got my Rick Wakeman hat on and pulled out all these old analog synths, and they were all cranky with me the whole time, the synthesizers that is, and to create that world was really fun. And another early episode I really enjoyed doing was maybe Keepy Uppy. I remember during the recording process, I didn't have time to print out sheet music for all the horn players and everything, so I was showing it to them by ear and they weren't picking it up right away. So I decided it wasn't catchy enough and rewrote it on the spot, and I think it really benefited from it, and it was a really good lesson in trusting my instincts. And I don't know what my favorite episodes are from season 1. Maybe camping, but I'm not sure. But there's some insight into some of the first episodes we did when we were sort of discovering the sound. Anyway, happy listening, and thanks for tuning in and enjoying the music and loving this show as much as we love making it. All right, bye.
Hey, Mike. Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
How stinking cool is it that Joff Bush
Heard
and
of him?
Costa Kasab
Yep.
are just on our podcast?
Ours?
Yeah.
Like
The animator, one of the animators from season 1.
Yep.
And the composer for all of the Bluey.
the one and only Joff.
Just gave us their thoughts. Thank you, Costa. Thank you, Joff.
Seriously.
That's
Holy cow.
amazing.
What
So
are you guys
fun.
doing? Why are you talking to us? What are we doing? We're not doing this.
We appreciate you.
Thank you.
We love what you do. And now let's get to it.
Oh, get to it. That was it.
But it's time for us to do. And for those who might be new to the show, what we're doing
Hi, guys.
today. Hi. Welcome. Bad place to jump off. Go back to part 1 at least.
My chair's broken.
So what we're doing here, we are going to go through rapid fire episode 14 through 26. And we are going to rank them from 1 to 13.
We've had them ranked for a while.
You just saw you do them. We're going to go episode 1 through 13, and based on my ranking, based on Mike ranking, and the fan ranking, where we had over 400 votes.
I thought you were just going to say over 4 votes.
Over 400 votes. We will determine what 4 episodes from this chunk of Bluey are going to go to the season 1 finale bracket.
And we will also post a photo of this half of the brackets maybe a couple days after the episode post, so that way there's a little bit of tension,
Exactly.
a little bit of excitement to listen to us. And also we'll have to create the brackets and do that kind of stuff too, but that's just on us.
We got this.
Put in the blood, sweat, and tears.
Reminder from part 1, we had in order of ranking,
Seeding?
we had the 1 seed, episode 7, Barbecue, number 2 seed, episode 11, Bike, number 3 seed, episode 5, Shadowlands, and the number 4, episode 3, Keepy Uppy. There's some contention first
Okay.
round.
I feel like the heavy hitters are coming to play in this one.
We got some heavy ones coming here. I'm very nervous about what you're going to do because you're you.
Why?
You might get a little bit heated. Might get a little bit angry voices.
Whew.
Let's find out. But let's kick it off then.
I have learned my big girl bark after watching this half portion of the season. Is it a portion? Is it a fraction? This fraction of the season? I'm going to say
It's
fraction.
quarter.
That makes a lot more sense.
It does.
to be
fair to you, a quarter is a fraction. To be fair to you. But moving on from that, let's kick it off. And let's kick it off with a heavy hitter. We're talking episode 14 takeaway.
In the Golden Crown, baby.
The Golden Crown, my
Okay.
lovely Christmas gift from you, a beautiful takeaway t-shirt.
Aw.
Love it so much.
Yeah. Speaking of, oh no, we can't get to it yet. Go ahead.
Can't get to it yet. Can't do it.
See, all right, there's too many get to it. That's the
But
thing.
this
We
is
got
a
one.
special one. This
a
one
good
was fun.
Yep.
Our good friend of the podcast, Adel Rafai's favorite episode from season 1. We've got a lot of angst here, a lot of dad angst.
Wow, that's his
Pre-planning
takeaway.
prep.
That's his takeaway. No, I got it, but I'm not gonna. Yeah, I know. That's his takeaway from this episode. That's his episode
That was his favorite.
of season 1?
That was his favorite season 1, yeah.
Interesting. Now that we're like really breaking things down and being really fine tooth comey with
I'm
these
very
things,
curious where you're
it's
going to rank the
interesting.
sucker then, because if you're saying it's
No,
that interesting,
to say favorite episode is interesting to me.
my guy, we'll get there. I don't want to jump.
Okay.
There's people who said Blue Mountain was their favorite episode. So
Yes. Oh, maybe they listened to
We'll
it.
get to that, though.
I kind of
that
applaud
might be
those
one.
people.
That might be
interesting.
That might be one of the few times we agree wholeheartedly on this, but we'll see. But we're not there yet. We're
Okay,
talking takeaway.
fine.
And
So-
remind me, what did we rank takeaway originally?
So, you personally, Gregory, said that this episode you ranked as 5 more minutes. I said, it's going up there. It's going to be 24 spring rolls.
You went there.
That's quality. So that's why I personally ranked this episode as number 3 for me.
Interesting.
So that's up there because it gives me feels.
I was up there too, and I think we might have our first one that's going to the finale just based on that ranking.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
Because I gave this one a solid second. Number
Did
2
you?
for me.
Wow.
You think that's impressive? On
I
fans?
looked in the mirror this morning, so I know it's impressive.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm here, folks.
Wow.
It's okay.
Any hoozle.
Hey,
Our fans,
it's me. Uh-huh.
number 1.
Was it really?
This was number 1.
The one episode that there's no chili whatsoever, and they say, stamp on it.
I know, it's a Mike episode. It's no chili getting picked on. I remember you recording this one. You were like, chili clearly had a bad day. That's what. But we,
People even got takeaway.
Go back.
Oh.
Fans, friends, listen to the archives. Listen to the archives. Go back. Check it out.
Did Bandit botch it or did Mike botch it? What are you trying to do to me here? Oh.
So that's some solid
Pitchforks.
rankings right there for takeaway.
You only gave it 5. I gave it 24. Whatever.
Whatever. Let's find out what we gave Butterflies here, because that's the next episode.
Greg's favorite episode
Introduction
ever.
of a fan favorite character, Judo.
Greg's favorite. So, thinking about the episode, even like just re-listening to it and double checking to make sure all of our rankings are pinpointed exactly.
one
I'm
to love
super excited to
her
just
at
talk
all.
about this episode as long as we can.
Jing, jing.
And
No
to
one
me,
to tickle
I think
his
that it's going to be
nose.
very high on Greg's list. It's not going to be double digits
Ching,
by any
ching.
means. Hey, Greg,
Yeah.
as you ranked it 7 dings with 11 jings. And
Solid
I
ranking.
gave it 20 or 46, not 26, 46 laundry bins. Because poor Bandit. Again, was
Poor
there
Banner,
chili?
He gets beefed pretty hard in this one, and that's a good point, too.
Doble no chileo.
Doble
We
no
may
chile.
have talked about it in the episode.
She was clearly on a plane flying to Syracuse to record her movie before she was able to get landed and start recording her lines in Chile's second city, Syracuse, New York.
That she didn't have to pay for because she works for the airport security.
Boom.
She's just doing double duty. So she's double duty, no chili episodes. Right out of the gate after. So you got to think chili fans are like, where's my girl?
Well, that's why
Takeaway.
my takeaway from this episode was that it was ranked 12th.
Wow.
Yeah.
Aw. You're showing your cards pretty
Take
early there,
that,
bud.
Judo.
Unfortunately,
Where'd you stick this one?
I am in double dig.
You're in double digits?
It is a 10 spot for me. So Judo, it's a tricky episode. Listen to the whole episode if you want the whole breakdown of why Judo is not that bad of a character. She was my favorite character in the episode, so I have a defense for her, but it doesn't hold up against some of the goodies that are coming up.
That's
so,
very, very true. Our
And
fans-
you gave it to Bingo. Shocking.
Yeah, our fans were in line with me, as always. Thank you, friends.
Where you at, dogs?
12. Right on the button.
See? Oh, wow. I ranked it higher. Yeah, guys, get on the Judo train. Choo-choo.
Yeah.
Judo.
Let's bounce off that judo train and hop onto that yoga ball.
Welcome to the
Episode
segue abilities of two
16.
bads that are just two bads that are dads.
Two dads,
Two dads that are nope.
good. But yoga ball,
Here you go.
another interesting one.
Yes.
This one, a lot of people had some big feels on this one online when we asked at Watching Bluey for folks to send us their thoughts, send us their feels. This is a lot of people really cared for this one.
Well, it's a good episode that's not just a healer this is what life is like. It is a learning moment, a teaching moment.
It's setting boundaries. It's speaking up.
It's the big girl bark.
It's the big girl bark. You
three
found
words.
your big girl bark.
I found it somewhere, I think. I don't think I had it when we first started the show, but here doing our brackets part 2 after you just talking, down to me so often, or just giving me the Greg eyes, or just conning me into certain bandit bets that I didn't feel like I should have been taking.
Cool tootsies.
I have not worn socks in the longest time, and I'm just consistently wearing socks all the time nowadays. I think I've been just branded. Oh, the bandit brand. That's a bandit bet. That's end of the.
So what did we rank this one originally, friend?
Originally, Yoga Ball got 14 boings from Mike Martin. Greg said, I don't know if ranks are higher or lower, but that's how it works with us. Greg said 2. Rough.
I'm pretty sure True Rough is RUFF because I'm so funny.
It is, yes.
I'm such a funny guy.
I didn't give it roughs. It was too rough. Nowadays, how's Greg ranking the ball of yoga ball? He made a face.
After just saying all those nice things, and it's a lot of people like it. And I'm not one of those people.
Is it above or below? Like if we're playing DraftKings and it's like 6.5 over under area.
That's gonna be an. I'll take the over. I put this at 11.
Holy cow!
Yeah,
double dig round 2. Oh my gosh!
Yes, sir.
Look,
how about you?
I'm sitting at 8.
You're sitting at 8?
Yep. So it is lower tier towards the 10 spot, but
much like the fans though. They fan vote also 8th spot. Mm-hmm. Again, there's some heavy hitters. There's some real toughies in this chunk of episodes.
Greg's humming to himself now. Nobody can hear it. It's happening in his head right now, isn't it?
Speaking of tough episodes, in this chunk of ranking, see more segues.
If I want to get to a ranking that you don't have a segue to.
Well, it's not gonna happen.
If you don't have a note for it, I'm super excited. Okay.
My improv. I don't have a note. It's just right here. I pointed in my head, listeners. It's just right here.
Why'd you use your middle finger, man?
I did not, sir. This is not that kind of podcast. Calypso.
We are at Calypso.
This was a huge one. This was so much fun. I had so much fun recording this episode twice because our audio was bad.
Yeah,
I don't think we announced that. This episode is called Whoopsie Doodles.
Something went wrong with my audio box. I've got a really awesome piece of recording equipment. It's been legit since day one. We've upgraded the microphones and all that. But for some reason, one of the cables just went wah! So Greg's audio, you would hear me and go and Greg was like,
but it's okay because part 2 was pretty solid, much like this episode.
Shout out to our homeboy Jordan J. Scavone about helping us out and putting in some audio for us.
Yeah,
and really giving a call out to all the teachers across the board.
Yeah, and shout out to Megan Washington too.
Oh yeah, no kidding.
Heck of a performance.
This is when we got all giddy with our plugs and
we got giddy with everything in this one. Such a fun episode.
Yep, and it goes to the whole world of play. It's the world of play, the conversation behind that, and what they showed in this show, this episode specifically, because we talk about the show all the time, is so great because it's just a whole different way of teaching children, giving them this option when it comes to interaction with kids and how to do great and how to have fun and all the different stories. And there's the terriers and there's Pretzel and there's Rusty and there's
humming.
Oh my god,
it's such a beautiful episode.
It's up there. It's up there. And Greg, you walked into the door and said, Mike, fans of Two Bandits watching Bluey, fans of Bluey, you give this one 6 bags of chips. What should I give? Kudos. That's great. I gave it $17,000 in tuition for such a great experience for children across the board to hang out and enjoy Calypso.
But then what was your ranking today?
I put this one at number 2. After rewatching it again and getting all the vibes, everything behind it. Yes. Greg, where are you at, dog?
This is number 1.
Is it?
This is my number 1. This one, and I think I'm a little bit turned by the fact that the recording was so fun and just learning more. Like the episode was great, but then the more you learn about the episode and learn about the school system and then learn about Megan Washington, and then it just all turned into one package of like, this is amazing. And I love this. Is an episode like this is why I love this show, because we don't know anything about Calypso.
Right.
A lot of these kids in this classroom, we know nothing about up to this point, and you fall in love with them just like that, and it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Number 1, Now,
Imagine it being poorly written. Like that's what stings.
they don't do that.
Well, that's what I
They
mean.
don't do that,
That's
Bluey.
that's where so much kudos to how it's done. It's 7 minutes, and you're like, I feel so bad. I care so much about Pretzel. I want to know so much more about Calypso. But another thing about the episode is hearing about it. I've listened to a couple interviews with Joe Brum, the creator, and he talked about how he's worked with that. He's had a teacher like that in his life, and how that was one of his main inspirations for that type of episode. So there's so much more that we could have talked about in that episode that we didn't, and we already talked about it for 45 minutes twice. So which is baffling to me, but just hearing that too just made it buck wild. So shout out to that. There's so much that can be done in that time frame, and it's just okay. So yeah, 1 and 2. That's why we're gloating about
Now,
it. I can't blame us.
This surprised me a little bit.
Okay. Ooh.
Listeners, fans of Bluey, 5
For Calypso?
for Calypso.
That's where there's competition. I mean, you have to
Again,
you have to pick one.
It's a tough block of episodes, man.
Mm-hmm.
This is some no spoilers, because I know you're pretending like you haven't watched the upcoming ones, but wait till we get to part 3, because there's going to be some tough rankings.
Yeah,
come part 3.
Cat's out of the bag. I've watched more than these episodes. I'm not gonna. Yeah, I know. Sorry. You can throw
a
your
big
phone out
exclusive right there.
You can throw your phone out the window if you're driving right now. Please don't, but you can if you're angry at me. And then
I don't know if I can handle that. I feel chest palpitations. I think I need to go to.
Send your bill to Greg
I've
Painter.
got chest palpitations. I think I need to go to the doctor.
The doctor.
Which is the next episode. Episode 18. You thought you were gonna get me, but you didn't.
What's next? How do I say? Okay, cool. Got it. He's got nothing.
Another great episode. Another play episode.
Yep.
Kind of one of those little ones where it's just kids. We get a little bit Bandit at the very end. Just kids playing. It's learning to be a little bit more yes Andy for poor
Honey.
Poor Honey. I almost said Daisy.
Yeah.
Daisy's the mom. Silly me.
I remember
Toy
my
even
first
Bluey.
Bluey.
But this was another cute episode. It was.
Yep. Being just the kids, you forget that it's just a kid episode. Every now and then you have one of those episodes, and it's really interesting that Bandit, like you said, Bandit's not there till maybe the end, because they did the whole thing where they have the setup, and it's got the snake book.
And this you talk about the setup. This episode's before we really started talking into like the setup of their play. This took a minute too to get everything. Who's your character going to be, and what are you going to do with this and that, and building the hospital. And
I wonder where Mackenzie
getting
was
chili
during this episode.
schnoz.
So that's I mean, thinking about those things also, 7 minutes, we could talk about it for 45 minutes just because we're in the audio medium, but we could also talk about it for 2 hours, because where was Bandit during this time? He was probably hanging out on the sideline, so he's not on
Bandit was wrapped in toilet paper.
Well, that's what I mean, is he was watching the kids, though. He's not
He was
watching
watching
the kids.
cricket
On his phone?
All those 4 and 6 point.
He's got the pop socket for the phone where we don't know where his phone's hidden anyway. If only we could find out.
One day.
But he's got his pop socket sitting there getting wrapped up in toilet paper, just sitting there. And it's a whole kid episode. It's so cool. So I'm in your same shoes. We talk about it. It's so cool. It's a great episode. And when we talked about it originally, we came up with a really cool ranking of me giving it 2 out of 2 arms falling off.
Oh, poor Indy.
So there's that. And then you gave it 27 real pickles.
That's a real pickle.
Giving it to your girl, obviously.
It was a real pickle when I ranked this one too.
With Bluey being our favorite character for both of us, though.
Good for us. I still put it at 9.
Yeah, no, it's 10 for me. No,
so many nice
Butterflies
words.
is 10.
And again,
Doctor's 11.
Doctor's 11.
Yeah, sorry.
Lower than Butterflies? Oh yeah, you were a judo apologist. Some people. But no, but here's the thing though. You put it 11, fans also at 11.
Okay.
I put it at 9. It's a good episode.
No, it is a good episode.
That's what I'm saying here. There's just so many good episodes in this little chunk.
Doctor's good. It's fun. And the alligator's happening, and then it cuts to Bandit at the end.
I mean, there's a lot. I mean, like I said, there's the alligators. There's the hippos. There's
If
so many.
only there was
there's so
one
many.
way that you
There's
could
so
get
many
them all.
toys. There's so. Don't even try to interrupt me. So many small toys.
I'm in the broken chair. Don't do this to me.
I wonder what they got. How they got all those toys. Do you have any idea?
Toy store.
I think they
Carnival.
used the Magic Claw.
Oh my gosh.
Episode 19.
I can't make it all the way,
I
guys.
said it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make it to 20. I don't know how, but I'm gonna keep this rolling. But Magic Claw, That's an awesome one. This was an early watch for me. Obviously, I unlike you didn't sit down. Oh yeah, that's right. You just said that you entire life's been a lie. This is one of the first ones I watched though, and it's just nice. It's just funny, and you just sitting there and it's like, what is this show? Oh, I think I'm going to sit down and watch this with them, and then also watch another hour and a half of the show afterwards after the kids leave the room.
It's more than, not saying the Child's Play episodes where they're playing doctor or Shadowlands, things like that, where you get to see the kids experiencing something, but it's a full family experience of starting out at a restaurant and it turns into something more and more and more, and it still somehow becomes a lesson. And coming home after eating prime rib and thinking, oh, time to go home and pop on Hulu. They say, nah, let's play a game with the kids. And Chili plays her game. Bandit does his. And it keeps escalating to 2 bottomless bowls of ice cream that you, Greg Painter, ranked the episode. Where I personally, I gave it 11 koala pouches, which 15, excuse me. I'm a little... apparently in my own noggin about this because I was wrong about that one and botched it. So what's that?
Speaking of botching it, did you just say my noggin?
Yeah, my noggin. I'm having a bad afternoon.
I was going to interrupt you and say they weren't at a restaurant, if you recall. They were at a local complex. Yes.
That is correct. My apologies. Did you have to go to our good friends at Wiki Bluey?
Our great friends at Wiki Bluey, just to remind me if it still says it there, because for some reason people haven't edited the descriptions.
It's okay, we forgive you.
Asked politely to as I'm yelling at the listeners.
Second half of the season's coming up. Don't worry.
So what do you rank it then?
I did give it 15 koala pouches. Oh, you mean
in the for real life?
Oh,
right
for
now.
real? Oh, for real life? I gave Magic Claw, the Claw, number 5.
Number 5.
Yes, that's up there.
Johnny number 5.
It's a full story. It's a full family story. I liked it. I loved it. Magic Claw. Days are free and easy. Kids are no kids.
I am very curious to see where your number 1 is, because I thought that was going to be this one.
Oh, really?
I did. Because I had it up there. I had it at 3. This is the top 3 in this segment for me. I'm a big fan. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's cute.
Yeah. You talking about
Magic Claw's days are free and easy. Chili getting,
strap yourself in, kids.
Exactly.
Oh,
so good. So good. The fans also pretty high on this one too. Mm-hmm. They ranked it at number 2.
Number 2? Well, yeah. I don't blame them. It's a great episode. It really is.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah?
Now that we're done playing the claw game, I'm a little hungry.
Yeah?
Know where I think we should go?
We should go to Wegmans.
We should go to the markets.
Yeah, that makes sense too.
Episode 20.
It's a little cold out, but we can do it.
Favorite episode of the phenomenal, amazing, beautiful, and delightful, my wife, Beth Painter.
What's that?
I ruined it with that, didn't I?
No, you didn't. You made it perfect.
She was listening to it, and she's like, oh. Love you, Beth. Love you every day. But markets.
Yay!
This is a fun one, man.
I'm pro
This
markets.
episode has everything.
It does. It's a full squad.
It has German sausages.
Yes.
It has Poffingees.
Yes.
It has horse poop.
It does. Yeah, it
In
does
some
have
countries.
pony poop. It's got horse poop. It's got
In
whatever.
some countries.
Most countries. I still haven't seen
Hashtag
that.
release the poop cup.
It feels like I'm ordering something off the black
You
market
really
or
haven't?
something.
You
I haven't watched
Again.
it in full experience.
Again, just type in Bluey poop cut uncensored into your Google machine and it'll
I feel like I'm watching a naughty video or something when I look it up, man. It's just like click play and it shows 4 seconds of it and it's someone recording it from their phone on a TV. I feel like I'm doing something wrong. And also this episode, I rank it high because of one reason. And it's somebody that's incorporated in the episode. It's something that needs to be brought up more often, I think.
Busker.
Close.
What?
It's Buddy.
Wow.
No, it's a Buddy appearance in the episode.
Wow.
Anytime you see Buddy in an episode.
You do remember when we started off the podcast by thanking Jeff Bush for how good he is. And you're like, the busker? Who's that?
Well, A, the busker was my favorite character in the episode. Yours also. So, pot calling the kettle Mike. B, Buddy was my favorite thing in the episode. So I can't help it. Yours was Bingo destroying the sausage. So I give kudos to... But I think anytime Buddy appears on the screen, you need to watch Buddy at all times because in future episodes, because I call myself out, he's been on the screen, he's doing weird stuff, Buddy gonna Buddy. So, what up, Buddy? With that being the case, I may have given this episode a rank of 2 $5 sausages with all the fixins. Of course, Greg, you gave it 1. Oh, massive pony poop.
I did do that, didn't I?
Yes.
It's a good episode though, and that's why
Mm-hmm.
I put the sucker at 4.
Yeah.
It's up there for me. Again, I feel like 4 is low for how much I like this episode, but it's where it landed. How about you, bud?
It gives me feels. All over the feels. It's number 1.
It's number 1.
Markets is my number 1.
You and
That's
Beth on
why-
similar
yeah.
wavelengths right there.
See, I'm vibing. Miss
Blue on
Beth.
blue.
What up, Beth? Blue on blue.
Well, her fans are a little bit more on my side on this one.
Oh, no, wait. You're
they slapped
blowing
this-
me here.
They slapped this one 4, just where I am 4. But this was hard. Once I got to the top 5,
Yep.
it was just sitting there and staring at it for a good chunk of time.
Yep.
Just like where to put these. Such a fun episode.
And now Greg's number 1 is announced, folks. We're there.
We're
This is
there, and now that we're leaving the markets,
It's here. It's here.
I
Uh-huh.
might have ate too many German sausages and saw
You
too
feel-
much horse poop.
You feeling
I
great?
feel sick to my stomach, so that means we must be talking about Blue Mountain.
Wow. Cold.
I don't. It's creepy.
I'm just going to leave dead air for Greg. This
It's
is
just
all-
creepy.
Mhm.
It's just the long dog in the wrong kind of way.
Mhm.
And we've got so many. Hey, Twitter, talking to you right now. Hey, all the amazing folks who either follow us or listen, do Bluey art, do other art. Hey, make me a proportions wrong bandit from this episode. Make me a 10-foot tall, 8-foot legs, arms that are different lengths.
Stop putting this into the
giant
universe.
torso.
No.
Make
Stop
me a Slender Man bandit.
Stop it.
And then Mike might understand why I ranked this how I did. But before we get that, what did I say during the episode?
You ranked that it was 100 earwax candles.
Yeah, that about matches up to what would you do before I?
I gave it 4 fingers on a 4-fingered hand because we learned a lot about the anatomy of the healer family.
Way too much anatomy. That's why this is unlucky number 13.
You gave it 13?
I did.
Oh, why would you do that?
You did
Why?
too, didn't you?
I totally did.
You
Why would
totally
you make
did.
it the first matching ranking? Oh, okay. So
How?
I'm exhausted personally from this long hike. I'm sweating.
Well, don't. Whoa.
Oh, we're giving it to the fans.
The
Fine. I won't
fans.
even do the segue.
Also-
I'll let Greg be the segue king.
I'm about to say, get your own gimmick. Gimmick infringement galore. First off, fans 10. Hey, fans, what?
10?
What?
Over what?
Over, at the very least, so far that we know of,
3 other episodes?
over Doctor, over Butterflies, and over something we'll talk about momentarily. But fans, again, hey, artists, there's plenty out there. Hey, are you bad at art? That'd probably be even better to make this picture. Go for it. Give me Slenderman Bandit.
Stop making
At
this
watching
the
Bluey.
episode.
At watching Bluey. Slenderman Bandit. Hashtag Slenderman Bandit. I'm getting heated. I'm getting frustrated. I think I need to take a dip in the pool.
Yeah, that was just a layup. There you go. Slam dunk. Here's a
Episode
couple pool noodles.
22. Another one. This is another big one in the history of two bandits watching Bluey. This is the first bandit bat.
Yeah, I feel like this one kind of caused a little bit of...
Check out the archives.
There's a reason why I can't rank it any higher than where I did because I have just a little bit of a chip on my shoulder, so I can't give the blame. Shout out to anybody and everybody that voted with their heart. Obviously, that's what you did, and I appreciate you every single day. My gosh, you're just true fans of the show.
Cool episode. we're getting Chili getting some
He's like,
kudos
whatever.
here. Big time kudos for Chili being the responsible one. Boring is important. This is one that it
I'm
checks,
still fuming.
It checks a lot of boxes. It's got a lesson. It's got good goofy fun. It's just cool. I wish I wrote down who said this, but somebody who posted online made a comment at Mr_ALLAIN, posting the fact that at the end of the episode, we don't
Bandit
get like
was right.
No. At the end of the episode, Bluey sees mom and dad kiss, doesn't go ew or eh or break it up, just sees a happy moment of affection from the parents, just makes Bluey smile. And that's kind of like a cool moment that I didn't even think about in this. So good find, good notice.
That's what matters. That and the fact that Bandit did it on purpose.
Okay.
It's
I have a feeling your ranking of this episode will determine that. But what did you, in the OG rankings, what did you call
OG
this one?
rankings. I personally gave it because you give credit where credit's due. Bandit's ability to at least bring 4 pool noodles to the pool. 4 pool noodles. You said 49 forgotten pool necessities. So
Oh, I just remembered I ranked this one 49 because the 49ers were playing the next day and then they lost to the Rams.
oh, you cried because of Bluey and other things.
It's a good thing this is a clean podcast, friends.
I love you most.
Anyway.
I put this one at episode ranking 6.
6?
Yes, I did. It's a cool episode. It's a great episode, and because my boy Bandit is trying to teach a quality lesson to the kids that boring things are important, he's a great parent in that situation. So shout out Bendito. Greg, where are you putting it?
We're pretty close on this one. I put this one at 5.
Okay. Oh,
It's a great episode.
See?
It really is. It's fun. Our fans are right up close to us, too. We got a 5, 6, 7 from the fans.
cool.
So kind of like middle of the road. We'll see once I throw this through the math machine if that's going to be enough.
The math machine. We do
the
get
math
Bluey
machine.
going blah, 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 shaking off. Like I think you need to bring up like, the funniest thing of each episode too, to kind of what gave you the gut laugh in the episode. Because that's my one thing that sticks in the nog.
Well, one thing that sticks in my noggin in this one, I mean, it really, Bandit really dropped the ball. And I know you don't believe it's what happened, but he only had the 4 pool noodles.
Yep.
I mean, maybe if he would have gone to the shops before,
Gosh darn it.
he could have picked up more of the stuff that he needed, because the next one we're going to talk about is shops. This is getting exhausting.
I know. We got this.
I can do this. I only have 3 more that I got to make a connection to. I can do this, Mike. What I can't do, though,
What can't you do?
I can't give shops too high of a rating.
Why not?
It was
Oh, I'm here, baby.
They call him Hoops. Oh dear.
That's all I got for this episode. It's a good. It's a good episode.
It's a good episode, but I just.
Okay, Mackenzie's patience strong for the majority. Mackenzie's patience breaks. Boop. We get Doots. Boop. Mackenzie breaks the fourth wall.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
Have you planted your lily pillies yet?
Hey guys.
Remember that challenge?
There.
I don't think the lily pilly challenge is going to turn out great.
It's going to happen. I just think my ability to procrastinate has encouraged you and motivated you to procrastinate till the weather is decent enough that we can actually grow lily pillies. So
yes, that's what's happening. I'm sure that seeds do great in the fridge.
Build
for 8
anticipation.
months.
People will listen to the podcast throughout part 3, and when we get to part 3, that's when it's a slow burn. It's a slow burn. Some good.
And we'll
some
post
good
a picture of our 10-foot tall lily pilly bushes growing in our backyards.
Ding dang dunk, we did it.
We did it. Now that we're done talking about lily pillies, let's talk about rankings, which I think lily pillies is going to play into the rankings here too. But
It does because
it
Greg
does.
gave it 6 tall lily pilly plants along with 6 small malnutritioned lily pilly plants.
that's
That's a little rude.
I
That's
am
a,
the
I give it,
worst.
I gave it 49 dudes. Ooh,
Give it 49 dudes.
too soon.
Too soon.
But how did you rank shops?
I put this at 10.
12.
12. Wow.
Yeah, I mean the one fun like gut laugh moment that I can remember. I mean, I don't know. I'm pulling at those straws, but it's the fourth wall eye break that Mackenzie does. It makes me
That's
happy,
That's
but-
pretty great.
like you can just feel the. Bleh.
Yeah.
But it's a good episode, and you say that about every episode. I'm sure you
Fans-
can rank us saying it 50 times in this episode.
Fans put it at 13, dead last.
Sure.
So this is the other one that was not as good as Blue Mountain. # Slender Bandit.
Stop doing that.
I know. I'm sorry. I got to get away from that. I need to get away from these thoughts. I need to get away from these feelings, away from this negativity.
Uh huh.
I think I'm going to take a wagon ride away from it.
I'll take that. That's good. That's smooth. Oh, it's
enough.
I don't even like it. The rest of it's a layup. Go ahead and climb this ladder there, tough guy.
Wagon ride. This, first off, shout out Justin, Bluey's Brisbane. Thank you for coming on, giving us some more perspective on this one.
Thanks again, friends.
So good. Gotta be done. Came from this one. My mom was in town, and we were talking about this the other day, and how she just loved the comment that I made about how just the girls line up so well to Bingo and Bluey in this moment, because it's just spot on.
Sure.
My kiddos. Shout out M. Shout out Liv. Shout out Mama Dawn.
Ooh. Hey, Mama Dawn, how are ya?
Fun. Still a listener.
I'm good. Thanks for listening. Appreciate you asking. You probably are listening. Hey.
That's That's enough out of you.
No, I had scrambled eggs for breakfast.
Stop it. Wagon ride. Super fun, super interesting. What I give it OG though?
OG, when you walked into my house and said, I want to talk about Wagon Ride,
My favorite thing is how you stall every time so that you can look up and get it. It makes my heart happy. Just so you know. Continue.
I don't have this.
Keep that in.
I don't have index cards. You gave it 33 episodes of Bluey's Brisbane.
Oh, I did. Look at me shouting people out.
Sweet.
What a good guy.
I gave it the 726 hills that Bandit had to climb.
Poor Bandit.
Get that cardio.
So many hills. So many hills.
Finger guns. It's got to be done. It's like a Cactus Jack. Like, got to be done. Pow.
Pow, pow, bang, bang. I put this at 6.
Oh, you gave it 6?
I put it in 6.
I had too many things that were a little higher. I give it number 9.
Number 9.
Yeah. It's a great episode.
It's breaking my heart. It's breaking my heart, but it seems like you're more in tune with the fans again.
Hey, guys.
They put it in 9 too.
Where?
9 as well.
See? Squad. What up, dogs? I feel like that's a cool thing I can say because it's a show about dogs.
Because it is a show about dogs.
I know, but it's not cool.
It's true. But Wagon Ride, super fun, good episode. But now that we're all the way at the park, I don't want to have to push that wagon all the way back.
I'll do it for you.
No, it's okay. I'm going to take a taxi home. 25.
You are not getting to the beach.
Taxi. This one's very fresh. Just a short while ago.
Yep.
Watched this one, talked about this one. Again, it's one of my favorite.
It's good.
Maleficent. We got Sat-Nav.
You got Sat-Nav.
Satellite navigation.
Yep.
So fun, so goofy.
Parents playing the part. They're doing it. The whole setup situation with a rainy day.
Bleh.
Listen to the whole episode if you want us to. I'm sorry. I'm trying to talk here. You didn't have to throw up on me there.
Rich lady's gonna rich lady.
Rich lady gonna rich lady. No name for the rich lady. No name for the mechanic. The old chooks. It's a fun episode.
Doodad, babe.
Right.
Doodad love.
Oh, you get to
Doodad love.
It's a doodad love.
Yeah, the doodad love.
Oh, doodad. We need a doodad. It's a great episode. We talk about it a lot. The whole construction of play. Like, people have talked about how long it takes the whole movie of Groundhog Day to exist. The amount of time that the Healer family takes to put together toys and play before actually setting up shops. It would take too much time. But with that being the case,
Where do we put it?
Where did we put this?
Before we say our officials, what were the first?
oh, I gave it a couple old chooks. A couple being 2. And you also gave it a 2. Wow, we're very in sync. But you gave it 2 puddles of baby vomit. Oh, look at you. Gross.
So where do you put it in the end?
In the end, I like Taxi a lot. I think that it's just the fact that we're getting to the later rankings, and we've talked a lot about each episode, and your mind's just full of this quarter. Hey, look at that of Bluey. I did put it at 4. It's a fun episode. There's a lot going on, and each character plays their character right. Bingo's just knocking it out of the park, playing every character. Greg, where you hanging your hat?
This one again. I'm a little bit lower on this one. I put this one at 7. I like this one a lot. Sure. I hate saying 7, but there's just so many other ones that are so stinking good. It was a solid episode. Fans, right around with you though, they were at 3. This was a top 3 on the voting.
It's a really great episode. So it's something really great to do in this snowy weather of Syracuse. It's so cold outside. It's horribly freezing. It is so cold.
Well,
I wouldn't dare.
It's cold. Don't try to set me up. I don't need your pity.
I can't go anywhere but inside. Oh my gosh, soup. Only soup is all I'm eating.
You're
for dinner.
taking the taxi. You're going to the airport. You're flying to Tasmania.
It's also cold there. Brr. I'm not going to Bali with Uncle Stripe.
No, it's not cold.
Where?
The beach.
The beach.
The
beach is great, man. You can't knock any of them.
26.
Yep. It's great. They're all great.
We just talked about it.
Yep.
Episode 26s are just good.
Yeah.
They close out part 1. Solid. I know this is our part 2 for the brackets. This is the end of part 1, technically season 1.
Ooh, so this is where it should be. In my head, it feels like it should be a cliffhanger. It's not a cliffhanger, but it's just
a cliffhanger. Oh my gosh!
It's a mid-season finale, so it's
like the Who Shot Mr. Burns.
Yes,
Bluey.
Why are they still walking away from Bandit and Bingo?
Who busted? Oh
no! They didn't turn back.
Why would you do such a thing?
Because you made Slender Man bandits.
But it's a great episode. Oh no. This episode is called Child Separation. Oh dear.
Oh, I did it.
Oh, let's get this train back on tracks. What did we say? It was like a week ago, but I still don't remember. What did I rank this sucker?
Oh, on this wonderful linear episode where The mermaid gets her legs. We have 61 days until our beach trip, which is actually sooner now for us.
That's
before
how,
we
that's
travel.
how time typically works.
Thanks with your 3 pippies making a wee wee over on Greg's side of the table. So I give it kudos. Where did you actually rank it of the Greg?
This one was the snowman, number 8.
So close. I'm at number 7. So that tracks. It's a good episode. It's a fun episode. It feels like a linear RPG for me because it's just one path, and we made fun of Bluey a little bit to where, you can just go around. You can dance around things. It's not a straight line path, but it is a straight line path where it's a buildup of a journey. It's a fun episode. 7, 8 makes sense. What about our friends, our fans, our people? What up, dogs? I'm gonna just keep saying it now. That's
What up, dogs? Oh dear, I hope that doesn't stick.
Where
They give it 6.
see
So up there too. It's a
6,
good
7, 8
episode. It's a solid episode.
Whew.
This is a solid quarter of the season. So let's take a look here. Let's run the numbers.
We've
I'm
made
gonna
it
put
through
in
half
my
of season 1 here, folks.
super fancy, super elaborate Excel spreadsheet sitting right in front of me. Are you ready?
We need like
Again,
noises.
third of the vote comes from the fan rank. Third from mine. Third from Mike.
Whew. Uh-oh. I don't know.
13.
I don't know. I'm so scared right now.
There we go. Number 13,
Yeah.
Blue Mountains.
Okay. Oh, we're doing full ranking. Okay. Blue Mountains. Go.
12, Shops.
Bam.
11, Butterflies.
Oh, judo.
10, Doctor.
Oh.
9, Yoga Ball. 8, Wagon Ride. 7, see, I'm slowing down to get more.
You do.
more
Like my
excited.
fingers hurt. I'm
Getting excited because building the anticipation.
I don't have enough fingers.
7, The Beach.
The beach.
Number 6, we got the pool.
Mm.
5, just the odd man out. Taxi.
Okay. That's fine.
So
It makes
number
sense.
4.
Yep.
Number 4 with a 2 from the fans, 3 from me, 5 from you is The Claw.
This is all making sense. Yes.
Number 3, 4 from the fans, 4 from me, and number 1 from Michael James Martin, Markets.
You see Buddy, you vote for Buddy.
Number 2, 5 from the fans, 1 from me, and number 2 for Mike. We got Calypso, meaning the number 1 episode based on our fans, based on Adel Rafai, based on us giving it a pretty solid ranking too, based on my lovely red t-shirt,
Based on fried rice.
based on fruitcakes. It's takeaway. So congratulations,
Nice.
takeaway.
Holy cow.
First spot in part 2. We are now halfway through the bracket, friends.
I'm exhausted.
Halfway through season 1.
Whew.
I'm exhausted.
We did it.
But guess what?
It doesn't even feel like it's only been 4 months, and to be honest with anybody that's hanging out with us listening, it feels like it has filled up so much. I mean, now I'm just getting all meta and heavy, but it feels like this has taken up so much of our time in our life in such a good way
I was about to
that
say.
it feels like we've been doing it for so much longer, and everyone that's been chatting with us, hanging out with us, just doing anything to take part in what we're doing, it feels like we've been doing it forever.
Between all you awesome people on Twitter, the Bluey fan group is just the best group of people. It's just and I don't want to get too bummerish. There's a lot of rough stuff happening in the world right now and for the last chunk of time, and it's nice to be able to just take a break and talk about something just happy and good.
You guys ain't bummers?
You guys are awesome. We appreciate you. We thank you. We got some more people to thank here real quick. One more time, because it's just broken my brain that this happened. Thank you, Joff Bush.
Holy
thank you,
guac.
Costa Kasab.
You know the people that make the stuff that we watch
Yeah.
and make it really great? That's them.
Thank you for the time that you took to record that for us. We really appreciate it. Also, shout out to the Bandit Bluey Dads Facebook group for helping us out with the voting, for helping us out, just kind of getting the word out. I know a lot of you guys listen, so we really appreciate it. So thank you for that. Also, thanks to everybody on Twitter who supported and voted for their favorite episode. One more time, big thank you to our good pal Pablo for the new logo at Mr. R Man with 2 N's, 1 on Twitter. You are awesome. We even skipped over it. The cool art for Mike's birthday. Super
dude.
sweet of you. It's just you're number 1 fan. We appreciate you so much. So thank you for the logo. Thank you for the banner. Thank you for everything.
Shout out. Yeah, and you hit Max on there too for me. I appreciate that. That's super cool. My little doxy says, "What up, dog?" See, boom, it's still there.
It's still
Thank you
there.
so much. I really appreciate it. That's super cool.
So we got the thank yous in. We
Yep.
we had some some teasers last week.
We
said
did.
we had some big announcements.
Oh, we put subtle, like, very, very quiet hints throughout the episode, too. If you listen back again and turn up the volume really high when we yell
we
the
didn't
beach.
do that.
No, it's not there.
Don't do
I'm
that.
sorry.
They're poor ears. But we don't have one big announcement. We got two big announcements.
We
for
do.
you guys.
Yes.
And we're very, very excited about both of them. First off, again, we really love doing this podcast. We really enjoy it. We enjoy talking about Bluey.
You do, too?
Yeah, go figure. But we want to talk about some other stuff too. That's why we are launching a Patreon. And on that Patreon, we are going to have what we're going to call Bandit Watching Blank, where we are going to watch just different things.
Sure.
Is it an episode of The Simpsons? Is it a WWE pay-per-view? Is it an AEW pay-per-view because it's a better product, just saying. Is it a movie? Is it Marvel? Is it Star Wars? Is it an anime?
Is it Peppa Pig?
Is it Peppa Pig? We're going to go back for the first month-ish or so. We're going to probably launch, the plan as of right now, is 2 per month, starting in April. We're going to put this out, $2, startup tier. Yeah. Hop on there. Me and Mike are just going to go back and forth, kind of pick things that we want to talk about. But once you sign up to the Patreon, let us know what you want us to talk about. You make a suggestion, we'll talk about it. We'll do it. Everybody gets at least one. And, pick what you want us to listen to. We'll listen to it as long as it's not super X-rated type of thing. But otherwise...
Basically, there'll be mini episodes that we record of talking about the thing that we watched, and we'll still rank it. Favorite this, best this, what have you.
Exactly. It's
We're
gonna
just
be
going ham.
Same
and having
format,
fun.
but we're going to talk about some other things that you also like. Again, hop on there, Patreon, $2 tier, only tier that's on there. Tell us what you want us to watch, and we'll talk about it.
And we'll watch it.
That should be coming out in April.
Cool. I'm ready. I'm excited for it.
I'm excited. That's a pretty big announcement, right?
I think that's probably the biggest announcement you could have given.
Nope.
What do you mean?
Next week, friends.
Okay.
We're not talking about pirates next week.
Wait, but that's the next episode of Bluey.
It is. Know what we're doing instead?
I want to watch Pirates.
I'm sorry you can't.
Oh.
Because next week...
What kind of segue is this?
Me
King
and
of
you, buddy?
segues?
Me and you, buddy?
Uh-huh.
We're talking to Joe Brum. Creator,
I've heard of
writer,
Wait, what?
director of Bluey, is talking to us goofy guys.
2 bandits and Brum?
2 bandits talking Brum. Next week, we can't wait. We're so excited.
Let's go.
Full disclosure, we kind of might have already talked to him and our brains are broken right now.
Probably.
From the excitement of that.
Sorry for
'Cause
rambling.
we literally just did it about an hour ago and it was amazing.
Super great.
Hang out with us next week. We love you. We appreciate you. But until then, it's gotta be done.
Holy guac, it's gotta be done.